Somewhere between childhood and right now, you picked up a set of beliefs about money. You did not choose them. Nobody asked your permission. They were handed to you by your parents, your teachers, your culture, and every experience you had with money before you were old enough to question any of it. And right now, today, those beliefs are making your financial decisions for you. Not your intelligence, not your income, not your work ethic, your beliefs. Today, we are going to name all 7 of them. And for each one, I am going to give you the exact replacement belief that wealthy people carry instead. This video could be the most important 10 minutes you spend on money this year. Financial psychologist Dr. Brad Klontz spent 20 years studying why intelligent people make self-destructive financial decisions. His conclusion was not what Wall Street expected. He found that the primary driver of financial behavior is not knowledge, not income, and not opportunity. It is money scripts, deeply held, largely unconscious beliefs about money that were formed before the age of 10. And the most dangerous part? Most people carry these beliefs their entire lives without ever examining a single one. Today, we examine 7 of the most common. 7 beliefs that feel completely normal, because everyone around you probably holds them too. But normal is not the same as true, and it is definitely not the same as wealthy. Belief 1. Money is the root of all evil. This is probably the most destructive financial belief on this entire list. And it is a misquote. The original phrase, from the Bible, is, "The love of money is the root of all evil." The love, not money itself, but somewhere along the way, the nuance was lost, and millions of people grew up internalizing a subconscious association between wealth and wrongness, between success and selfishness, between having money and being a bad person. If you believe, even slightly, that rich people are greedy, your brain will protect you from becoming one of them. You will self-sabotage opportunities. You will feel guilt when you earn well. You will subconsciously spend down any wealth you accumulate to return to a level that feels morally comfortable. The replacement belief. Money is a tool. A hammer is not evil. A knife is not evil. What matters is the hand that holds it and the intention behind it. Money in the hands of a good person does more good than the absence of money ever could. Belief 2. I am just not good with money. This belief is seductive because it sounds like self-awareness. It is not. It is a permission slip. When you tell yourself you are not good with money, your brain accepts the label and stops trying. It is the same mechanism as telling yourself you are not good at maths. You opt out before you even start. Here is the truth. Nobody is born good with money. Financial skills are learned. Every person who manages their finances well was, at some point, a person who did not know how. The difference is they refused to make bad with money part of their identity. Carol Dweck's landmark research on growth mindset showed clearly that people who believe their abilities are fixed stop developing them, and people who believe abilities can be grown, grow them. The replacement belief. I am becoming someone who understands money. I was not taught financial skills, but I can learn them at any age, at any income level, starting today. Belief 3. Rich people are lucky, not hardworking. This belief keeps you comfortable and keeps you broke. Because if wealth is about luck, then effort is pointless. Why build financial discipline if the outcome is random? Why invest time in skills if success is just a lottery? The data does not support this belief. A 20-year study by financial researcher Tom Corley tracked the daily habits of 233 wealthy individuals and 128 people living in poverty. The differences were striking, but they were all behavioral. Things like reading, exercise, goal setting, maintaining relationships, and consistent saving. None of those are luck. Luck exists. Privilege exists. Circumstance is real. But the vast majority of wealth is built through decisions repeated over years, not discovered in a single fortunate moment. The replacement belief. Wealth is built by decisions, not discovered by chance. I control my decisions. Therefore, I influence my financial outcome more than any external force ever could. Belief 4. I will start saving when I earn more. This is the most popular financial lie people tell themselves. And it is a lie because the amount you save is almost never determined by how much you earn. Research published in the Journal of Economic Perspectives found that as income rises, lifestyle expenses rise almost equally. Bigger house, newer car, better restaurants, more subscriptions. The gap between income and expenditure stays the same, or gets worse. People who earn $30,000 save nothing. Then they earn $60,000 and save nothing. Then $100,000 and still save nothing. Because the behavior never changed. Only the spending level did. The truth is this: if you cannot save 10% of what you earn today, you will not save 10% of twice that amount. The discipline must come first. The income follows the discipline, not the other way around. The replacement belief: I save a percentage, not an amount. Whatever I earn, I pay myself first. Even if it is 5%, the habit is worth more than the figure. Belief 5. Talking about money is rude. In many cultures and families, money is treated like a shameful secret. You do not ask what someone earns. You do not discuss what things cost. You do not talk about debt, investments, or financial mistakes. Because money is private, vulgar even. The consequence of this belief is enormous. When money is taboo, you cannot learn from others' experiences. You cannot negotiate your salary because you do not know what the market pays. You cannot spot a bad financial deal because nobody ever taught you what a good one looks like. You cannot ask for help when you are struggling because admitting financial difficulty feels like admitting personal failure. The wealthiest communities in the world talk about money constantly. They discuss investments at dinner. They negotiate transparently. They share mistakes openly so others can avoid them. Silence about money does not protect you. It isolates you from the exact information and conversations that could change your financial life. The replacement belief: money is a tool worth understanding and discussing. Talking about money clearly and honestly is a sign of financial maturity, not vulgarity. Belief 6. Investing is gambling. It is too risky. This belief has kept more wealth out of ordinary people's hands than almost anything else. And it is understandable. Markets crash, companies fail, people lose money. The news covers every financial disaster in detail and ignores the decades of quiet compounding growth that preceded it. But consider this: $1 invested in an S&P 500 index fund in 1990 was worth over $23 by 2024. Not because of luck, not because of genius stock picking, because of time and the mathematical certainty of compound growth. The real risk is not investing. It is keeping your money in a savings account earning 2% while inflation runs at 4% and calling that safety. That is not safety. That is slow, invisible, guaranteed wealth destruction. Gambling is putting money into a system designed for you to lose. Investing is putting money into productive businesses and letting the world's economic growth work for you over time. They are not the same thing. The replacement belief: not investing is the riskiest financial decision I can make. Educated, diversified, long-term investing is one of the most reliable wealth-building tools that has ever existed. Belief 7. I do not deserve to be wealthy. I have saved this one for last because it is the deepest and the most painful to examine. Somewhere underneath all the practical financial mistakes, the overspending, the undersaving, the avoidance, there is often a quieter, darker belief that wealth is for other people. People smarter than you, people from better families, people who had the right opportunities, the right connections, the right start in life. Not for you. This belief does not announce itself. It hides inside habits. It shows up as an inexplicable resistance to charging what you are worth, an inability to accept gifts or opportunities without immediately wondering what the catch is, a tendency to shrink whenever you start to grow, because growth feels dangerous and unfamiliar and somehow wrong. Psychologists call this the upper limiting problem, the subconscious drive to return to a familiar level of struggle whenever life gets too good. Here is what I want you to hear. You were not born to be comfortable with just enough. Limitation is not your natural state. It is a learned response to a world that told you, in 1,000 subtle ways, to want less. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to build more. You are allowed to have more, and to use that more to make a real difference in your own life and in the lives of the people you love. The replacement belief: I am worthy of financial abundance. Not because I have earned it perfectly, not because I've never made mistakes, but because abundance is available to every person willing to believe it is possible for them and do the work. 7 beliefs, every single one invisible until now. Money is evil. I am not good with money. Wealth is luck. I will save later. Money talk is rude. Investing is gambling. I do not deserve it. None of these are facts. Every single one is a story. A story that was told to you, that you repeated so many times it started to feel like truth. The moment you can see the belief, really see it, name it, hold it up to the light, is the moment it loses its power over you. You cannot delete a program you cannot see, but you can rewrite one you can. Here is your assignment. Not a complicated one. Tonight, write down the one belief from this list that hit the hardest, the one that made you feel uncomfortable, the one where a part of you thought, that sounds exactly like me. Write the old belief, then write the replacement belief underneath it. Read the replacement every morning for 30 days. That is not magic. That is neuroplasticity, the scientifically proven ability of the human brain to form new patterns when given consistent new input. Your brain changed before. It will change again. If this video made you see your money differently, share it with one person who needs it, not for me, for them. And if you want to go deeper on the psychology of wealth, subscribe to Motivated AI. Every week we publish videos on the mindset shifts, the science, and the practical steps that separate people who build wealth from people who stay stuck. New video every single week. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next one.